That thing that I promised to tell you was, they also told staff in that disclaimer that I rejected the opportunity to withdraw my resignation letter on specific terms. And I like that one, because an average intelligent person will know that that specific term must be heinous, must be wicked, must be inhuman. Somebody resigned out of frustration. You now say he should withdraw his letter, and you gave him some terms and conditions. He prefer not to withdraw it. Then what are those conditions? You don't need to tell anybody before they will know that. No, it must be an evil or evil conditions. For instance, they said I should withdraw my letter. They said they valued my contribution, that they didn't want me to go, that they love the way I'm working. They are proud of me. I'm a good asset for them. They now say they are converting me to contracts. They said they are converting me to contracts. That's one. Two, they were responding to my mail in the exit interview. I complained of denying me status car after they are giving my colleagues junior by grade. They said they will give me status car in 3 months, that they will do appraisal for me to determine whether to give me a status car. That if I did not pass the appraisal, they will now do appraisal the 4th month to determine the status of my employment. Can you listen to that? How do you reconcile that? Let me address that before I mention other conditions. First, you said you value me. You have previously done so many appraisals for me. You are now saying that you will do another appraisal for me before you give me what I have been due for. Whereas my colleagues who headed units, who headed section like me, but were on the same grade but lower levels and steps with me, they've previously been given cars as managers. They did not outperform me. I won so many awards, more than them. They all got their own cars, status car, many years before them. You are telling me that what I should have gotten, you give me in 3 months. You will not do what? You will not do appraisal for me. If I did not pass the appraisal, you will do it on the 4th month. That's one. Second, a year and some months before then, they did a great rebranding or great change. They changed from an existing grade to another grade, which they don't announce. They did not announce to people. By that great change, they now said I was now a senior manager with those my other colleagues, including that lady, 3 of them with me, making 4. By policy, as a senior manager, you are entitled to a car. It's there in the policy. So when you did not promote me, you did not give me letter of promotion. You said by great change, great realignment, that my positioning by that alignment is equivalent to a senior manager. You gave me that letter, not letter of promotion, but letter showing that I'm now a senior manager based on great change. By policy, I was to be given a car. You didn't give me. I was qualified for it. There is no section of the policy that says you must do appraisal for me. You didn't give me. Something that I've been due for a long time. You have given my colleagues a long time before that time, about 2-3 years before that. These colleagues, I was senior to them on grade. None of them had performed me. In terms of experience, the same thing. I was saving the company more money than them. I was auditing for branch, for subsidiaries. I was saving several millions. I was taking my life. I denied my family a number of things. I was loyal 100%. But you gang up out of which month vendetta you deny me. You are not telling me that you give me in 3 months. Meanwhile, something was telling me that what these people wanted to do, they knew there were there were gaps. They wanted to close the gaps and send me away in 3 months. And what happened confirmed that. What happened thereafter confirmed that. As at the time I was leaving, there was this redeployment they did after they removed me from reporting to somebody who was terrorizing me. I'd gotten phobia, I'd gotten depression. He was terrorizing me and every other person. I was removed from him. Then I was returned to him. Is it for him to come and finish what he was doing before? I started having peace. 5 months after, you remove me from him, you return me back to him. And I said, no, there have been complaints. You have not addressed it. I've sent 3 letters. But then, when I resigned, the mail with which they asked me to return to him, they made one guy, a former procurement manager, they made him head of physical planning, manager, physical planning. Immediately I left, they gave him car without passing through any appraiser. As a senior manager, I had no car. He said he want to, at the time of exit, he would do interview, he would do appraiser for me again. But this man, no appraiser, even as a manager. By the policy, managers are not entitled to car. You gave this man immediately I left, just the same way you gave those other my colleagues. That same month I left, they hired one man, they gave him a car. In fact, it was 2 cars. The first car they gave him was a used car. When he was giving him problem, they replaced it with a new one. They did not wait for appraiser. Whereas, there were 2 people that were sent away using appraiser. In one of my classes, I mentioned the case of a developer where we had an online meeting. And they sent the developer away. It was agreed in that meeting that they should do appraisal for him. There was another man that was terminated. They used appraisal. It was that man they sent away when they brought in the one that was terrorizing us. So it's only a fool that doesn't learn from what happened to others. If you have sent people away on appraisal, or using appraisal as an excuse and as instrument despite their performance, and you are telling me that, how do you want me to believe you? You say you want to convert me to contract. I said 2 things. 1, I have never been a contract. If you want me to withdraw my letter, I don't have a problem. I will withdraw my letter. But I won't be a contract. I'll be on contract. If you want me to be on contract, I don't have an issue with that. You can treat my case like cases of those that have retired, that you gave contract, you were paying them. There was another man that resigned. You did not collect his car, you did not collect his laptop. You have been paying him the same salary for years. And it's not like they have issue, they call this man. No, they don't even call him. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's agree. If you want me to withdraw and you want to convert me to contract, let's discuss how much I will take, what I will be doing. Let's discuss the conditions surrounding my employment. Because you have done something similar to me before. When I wanted to leave, like 5 years before then, you asked me not to leave. After 2 years, you promised me that you would do something on confirmation. You didn't do anything. My confirmation was about 6 months time at that time. All of us, about 9 of us, were not confirmed until after 2 or 3 years. When they confirmed us, they didn't do anything. until after another 3 months or even 9 months. We were confirmed in February. They didn't do anything until November or December of that month. That's about 9 months. And what did they do? They increased my salary with less than 40,000. After 3 years of promise was not fulfilled. I missed opportunity to be collecting 2 million naira instead of 650 I was taking at that time. I missed opportunity to get a car. Where I was going, I was to be given a car. At the time I was leaving, the car would have clocked 4 years. I would have been given another one. Because after 4 years where I was going, the car would be fully depreciated, and they would give me another one. I missed all those things. I missed opportunity to relocate, because after that one, another opportunity came. The only thing is I didn't tell them so that I will not be like what Yoruba call Alasheju. As at the time I was leaving, if I had taken up those opportunities, I would have saved extra 80 million naira in one, or extra 100 million naira for the other. Not salary, what I would have saved as at that time. After spending everything, I would have saved extra 80 million naira if I had taken up that job. I would have gotten the second official car. I would have been promoted at least 2 times, because they promote them every 2 years there. I sacrificed all these things for the leadership, because I so much loved him. I was committed to him. I was loyal to him. And they had the God to tell all these lies. Again, another condition they told me, they gave me. They said that I will respect this structure. I told them I have never been against structure. When I came into this place to do interview, you told me that I will report to the MD. But when I have the organogram, it's part of so many, over 300 evidence relating to these things that I have, apart from other evidence. They gave me an organogram showing that I will report to the MD. But when I resumed, I was to report to one elderly man in operation. I never complained. We performed. I won awards under this man. 2 years or 3 years after, I was made to report to a colleague of mine. We were in the same team, the same department. We were 2 teams. This woman was heading a team. I was heading another team. She was my junior. I introduced a lot of things. Experience, I have it more than when it comes to IT audit. They asked me to be reporting to her. I still did not complain. This woman was even competing with us. I still did not complain. It never affected my job. When they brought this man, they already brought. From day one, he started fighting us based on what he heard. Because there was even a report indicting him as per that. He started fighting everybody from day one. So I told them we have never objected to or counter the structure, except that this man, when he came, he started behaving in a manner unprofessional and alien to a good environment, to a good working environment. They said they will match my grade, they will look into my grade, because my grade at that time, my people, my colleagues, my junior, they were all GM, DGMs. They said they will look at that compared to the industry. I said, fine. I even helped them to do extra work to get the salaries of people that were doing the same thing that I was doing. People of my experience, I helped them to search around to get the same way we help them to get salary of working salary, operational salary of 2 companies in 2022 when they wanted to review salary, which nobody would have gotten for them. No consultant would have gotten it. But we use our influence, our contact, having worked in various places, we got it for them. The same way I did research, I got salary for them to say, okay, people doing the same work that I'm doing, this is the salary. So I was expecting them to call me for us to have a roundtable discussion. They just sent me a threat that they gave me 24 hours to accept their ridiculous condition. 24 hours. Because they believe that there is no job in time they can oppress people till they die. So, talking about the IRCD challenges,